Boom! What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Everett. I've been trading and investing for over 15 years. Began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, since 2016, my team of 8 other professional trading moderators and myself have helped thousands of people from all walks of life, from all over the world, achieve their financial goals. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not only the right place, you've come to the place. So take a moment to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. For those of you that don't know, True Trading Group is the fastest growing and highest rated online premium education platform that's available today. That's right, I said platform, and for damn good reason. Unlike 99% of the other trading groups, we are not offering you some BS stock alerts that you can't follow anyway and some subpar, crowded, spam-filled Discord or WhatsApp group. No. True Trading Group offers you a real university-level curriculum that is constantly growing and expanding, whether you've never traded a day in your life or you're a pro on Wall Street. The THD curriculum can help you become a consistently profitable trader and help you guys reach your goals. Aside from just myself, there's 8 other professional trading moderators that specialize in swing trading, day trading, scalping, options, advanced option strategies, futures, crypto, and a full customer support staff that's inside our proprietary chat room and accessible to you all day long. And by the way, did I mention that myself and the other mods, we alert all of our trades in real time while sharing our screens with you, and we just so happen to have a cumulative win rate just around 80%. Now, all that aside, True Trading Group is a platform. We had a vision when we created True Trading Group. We wanted to empower the retail trader. We wanted the best way to do that, we felt, was through education and tools. When you sign up for True Trading Group's annual membership, you gain immediate access to some of the top financial trading tools that are available today, all included for free with your membership, such as Benzinga's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software with every indicator and multiple chart layouts that you guys can imagine, ETNA's simulator and Quote Media's full book level 2. You also get unusual options activity, dark pool data. You get a full trading journal, proprietary scanners, screeners, very similar to FinViz Elite, analyst ratings, over 300 hours of pre-recorded workshops and webinars and lessons that grow on a daily basis. And we're constantly adding new tools on a monthly basis with zero charge to any of our TTG members. Every course and every tool is included for the year. Now, this is important. The price of True Trading Group's membership is normally $2,212 for the year, which comes out to about $6.06 a day. However, on Friday, we kicked off our 4th of July sale, and that brought the price of our membership down 54% to an even flat $1,000 for the entire year, which is just $2.74 a day. By the way, the average person spends about $3.43 to $4.43 a day on coffee. Okay, but you tell me how much your overpriced latte is making you. And no, I'm sorry, guys, there is not a monthly membership. 1 month is simply not long enough to get the full benefit of what we have to offer. If you were going to go to college to become literally any other profession in the world, would you just go for 1 month? Of course not. This is no different. Our 4th of July sale has officially begun. Okay, the way that it works is as follows. You have until midnight tonight or until the next 20 people sign up, whichever comes first. Once midnight happens or we get 20 new signups, the price is going to jump to $10.50, where it will remain until tomorrow night at midnight or until 20 people sign up, and the price will then jump to $1,100, and this will repeat until we walk the price back up to our normal price. So very simple put, the sooner that you guys join True Trading Group before July 4th, the more money you're going to save. Go to ttgoffer.com right now. Once you're there, you'll get a full list of everything that you get for the entire year, all the tools, all the courses. There are no upsells ever for tools and courses. The price is going to show $22.12. You must manually enter. Oops, sorry about that. You must manually enter the coupon code, which is TTG121, and then click apply code or hit enter, and the price will then drop to $1,000 flat even. Then you just enter the rest of your information, you sign up. You'll know you're one of the next 20 people as long as you see the $1,000 price once you enter the TTG121 coupon code. That's how you know you're one of the 20 people. because once 20 people join, or you get to midnight tonight, that price will then reflect $10.50. A special bonus for tonight. Not only will you guys receive the 54% discount, you're also going to get 2 small free private study group sessions with one of our TTG Pro traders when you guys sign up with coupon code TTG121. Also, one last but very important thing that we get into our live stream here before we get into our live stream here tonight. At True Trading Group, we put our money where our mouth is. Anyone that joins True Trading Group here before midnight tonight gets a double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. All you have to do is complete our courses, our quizzes, and attend one study group. And if you fail to make the $1,000 membership fee back at least once by the end of your membership, then upon the completion of your 1-year membership, I will give you not just your $1,000 back, I will give you $2,000. That is how confident we are in our ability to help you reach your goals, as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. This deal that I'm offering right now, this 4th of July sale, I'm also offering and extending it to current trial members right now. If you are currently a trial member of True Trading Group, you must first log into your trial member dashboard, click the big green Join Now button, then enter TTG121. If you are a previous member or a previous trial member and you want to come back for this $1,000 price point, you must send a text message. Do not call. Send a text message to 786-505-4221. Send us a text with your name and email, because we have to whitelist your email to help you guys get signed up again. If you have any questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, you can also simply send a text message to 786-505-4221. All right, now let's get into it here tonight, folks. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. We're going to start things off with an open Q&A session. During that Q&A, I'm going to cover my thoughts on the stock market crash. Is it over? Have we bottomed? And what my trading plan is, and the top stock market predictions for what this week, what I think the market's going to do, and how I plan on making money. Then we're going to go over in detail. I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Now, in True Trading, we teach you how to fish. That's our goal. Okay. I don't want you to just have to rely on myself or the other moderators. I want you to be able to identify your own trade ideas. That's when traders realize and maximize their full potential. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about today on this live stream. Not only what I think markets are going to do this week, not only how I plan on making money and how I'm positioning myself, but I'm going to teach you how to find your own stock picks as early as tomorrow. A lot to go over here tonight, folks. So let's get started with the Q&A right now. Guys, begin typing your questions in chat right now. There's no such thing as a silly question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you learn. So without any further ado, begin typing your questions in chat right now, folks. And let's go ahead and begin that Q&A. All right, folks, fire away. What's on your mind? Hey, Mike, I agree with your thesis that the market will go to a new low before it rebounds. If for some reason it doesn't, how do you plan to deploy the remaining cash that you have on the sideline? So if we don't get another new low, and again, this is why I always teach you guys to scale yourself in your long-term portfolios, right? Because we've been buying in our long-term portfolio for the last month and a half, right? We bought a little bit in the middle of May, and then we just bought a lot more in the middle of June. Okay, so not just this past Friday, but the Friday before that. That's when I added a lot of stuff in my long-term portfolio. I bought 9 stocks in May, but then I added to like 20 of them. I don't know the exact number. I think it's about 20 of them in June. Okay, and that was just not this past Friday, but the Friday before that. The actual date I'll give you was June 17th. June 17th was the day that we added in our long-term portfolio, which right now is the low of the year. Is that going to stay the low of the year? That's yet to be seen, but that would be pretty crazy if it is. The only way, how I'm going to handle the rest of my cash. Now, let me just explain my thesis for those that don't know what my thesis was. I have been bearish on this market all year. At the end of last year, I sold out very publicly. I told everybody I was taking profit in my long-term portfolio at the end of last year. Glad that we did. We expected this market crash. And every single time the market's bounced this year, we warned our members, stay away from buying this dip. This is not a buy the dip scenario. The markets are going lower. We were right about that. The markets have consistently gone lower. And we waited until just recently to really start adding to our long-term portfolios at phenomenal prices. Absolutely phenomenal prices in my opinion. Now, I've been saying all year that I believe the market was going to bottom sometime throughout the summer. And I don't think it's going to be a V bottom. I don't think you're going to get a V bottom. You're going to get a rounded bottom. And that rounded bottom, that bottoming process, I believe has started. And I believe that bottoming process started last week. Now, does that mean that the markets can't go back down and make new lows? No, but the bottoming process, when you don't get a V bottom and you get a rounded bottom, what you end up getting is a lot of big moves up, big moves down, big moves up, big moves down. As the bottoming process works its way through, the bottoming process is very, very choppy typically. So you saw that a little bit for the last 2 weeks, but you had a real strong day on Friday. Markets right now, futures markets are red about a half a point. Last I checked, 0.4, about 40 basis points. So, we'll see if we get a little bit more follow through. I'll talk to you guys, about that, what I think this market's going to do, because we do still have more room to the upside. If you get through 390 on the SPY, 390 on the SPY, guys, that's a key level of resistance. If you get through that, you have an easy move up to over 400 to 405 would then be the next resistance level that we're going to be looking for. And I'll just draw it for you on the screen here. This resistance level that you had here at 390, okay, this was a level of resistance because this was the gap fill, right? So you had the huge gap down. Remember, this was the Friday that you got CPI numbers. That was the Friday you got CPI numbers, right? Okay, so we filled that gap on Friday. If you get above that level, you have two levels of resistance. One is another gap entry at 395, which is the gap down from Thursday to Friday of 2 weeks ago. And then you'll have another gap fill that takes you up to around 401, 402. And by that point, this blue line on my screen, you guys see this blue line? That's the 50-day moving average. By that point, if we do get back up to 402, by that point, the blue line, the 50-day moving average, will be lined up with 402. And that's going to create a major overhang resistance level there at 402. So if this bounce does take us past 390, you have a more minor resistance level at 395, a more major resistance level around 401 to 402. Okay, so I do think it's possible that this bounce could take you back to 400, 401. I do think that, because there's a lot of excitement right now in the market about inflation possibly peaking because how commodity prices have gotten crushed in June. Now, I've been saying to you guys very specifically that my thesis was that the markets were going to bottom by July. And then I thought that the markets would find their bottom in the 350s in the SPY. The 350s is right here, okay? So we didn't quite get to the 350s. We got the 362. So out of all of this sell-off, I'm like $5 off from where I thought the markets were going to bottom. Now, this is we're about to get very, very important pieces of economic data over the next couple of weeks. Now, if you see that inflation has in fact peaked, okay, in June, commodities have gotten absolutely crushed. Oil, natural gas, okay, copper, wheat, lumber, all of these commodities that were absolutely on fire earlier this year have all sold off significantly in June. Now, real estate, auto sales, those things have already cooled off. It was the commodity side that was holding inflation higher. Now that you got actually a reduction in the price of energy, the price of food, right? With wheat coming down, corn's actually moving higher, but wheat came down, oil came down, natural gas came down significantly. That could lead to, when the beginning of July, we're going to get the CPI and PPI numbers for June. If CPI and PPI numbers for June are under expectation, it's very possible the markets could have bottomed on June 17th. Very possible. Okay. And I also think it's very possible that you could get a lighter than expected inflation number for June. Everybody welcome Van. Van is the newest member of the Teachy family. There's now just 19 spots left to get that $1,000 price point. That's it. It's $1,000, folks. Less than $3 a day. And you guys can join the Teachy platform and get access to literally about $5,000 worth of tools that professional traders use that help them make better decisions. It's time for you to arm yourself with the right tools and resources necessary to reach your goals. Just putting $2,000 in a Robinhood account and opening up a Reddit account is not enough. And then you wonder why you're struggling. Get access to the right tools, get access to the right education, and you guys can do that right now by going to ttgoffer.com and entering the coupon code TTG121. Brings the price all the way down to $1,000. You get the 2 private study sessions with a TTG mod, and you get the double your money back guarantee. All right, Van, welcome to the family. What broker and trading platform do you recommend people to have that sign up? Dan, whatever you want. Literally, whatever you want. I'm not a big fan of Robinhood. I'll tell you guys that flat out. I don't think that Robinhood has any benefit whatsoever. It used to when it had commission-free trading, and it was the only company that had commission-free trading. Now they all have commission-free trading. So in my opinion, there's no reason to have a Robinhood account when you can easily have an E-Trade, TD, a Charles Schwab, which in my opinion are far better platforms. I personally use Lightspeed, but Lightspeed still charges for commissions. I don't really think it's necessary for you to use Lightspeed unless you are a trader that's experienced and trade with large size. If not, then I would say E-Trade, Thinkorswim, or TD and Charles Schwab are all fantastic brokers. Mike, totally stoked after that awesome Traderpalooza. Big Monday on. Hell yes. Yes, Christina. Yeah, Traderpalooza was out of this world, man. Traderpalooza was just nuts. It was yesterday. For those who don't know what Traderpalooza is, we in True Trading Group 4 times a year, once a quarter, we hold Traderpalooza. This was our 7th Traderpalooza. It's an all-day, 12-hour-long virtual training workshop where myself and the other moderators, we host 1-hour-long workshops every hour on the hour covering different topics. You'll probably learn more in one Traderpalooza than you've learned in the entire last year trying to do this on your own. I kid you not. And we just wrapped it up yesterday. It was so much fun. We went from 8 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. Was just absolutely insane. My TG fam, if you guys attended Traderpalooza and it was an absolute game changer, sound off in chat. I want to know if you guys attended. If you attended, tell me what you thought. If you guys enjoyed it, if it was helpful, if you learned something, if you feel like you're already a better trader, sound off in chat. Let me know. I had so much fun with you guys on Saturday. Mike, oil stocks coming up on support levels. Do you think a rebound is coming? Yes, I do. I do believe a rebound is coming. Oil has gotten crushed. Okay, oil has gotten crushed, and so have oil stocks. So I'll just pull up USO. You can see USO with a big sharp pullback, but I'll take up, look at Chevron, right? Chevron, bang, huge sell-off on Chevron. But Chevron has just dropped into a major level of support. Okay, major level of support. You got all that resistance back there from January, February. That's creating a little bit of a level of support now. You have the 200-day moving average coming up underneath it. I do think you get a little bit of a bounce in oil stocks after the huge move to the downside that they have seen. But it is possible that the highs in oil prices may be in. Okay, the highs in oil prices, may be in now that we're getting to, we're eventually going to start getting into the back half of the summer. I'll tell you this, I don't think it's going to be possible to have oil prices higher in October, November than you will in July, right? Because of just demand. So the busiest driving period in the United States is between Memorial Day and July 4th. So we're getting to the end of that peak demand, and the price of oil has actually come down. So I don't know how much more demand kind of offset that you're going to have to really bring oil back over $122 a barrel. So we dropped oil back down to 106 from 122. I think we can bounce back to 112, 115, but I think it's possible that 122 area, which is your highs of the year, I think that is probably going to stick as the highs for the year. And that support level on Chevron is 140 to 138. 140 to 138 is the support level there for Chevron. Mike November says, this recent climb in the QQQ resembles the May climb, which then resulted in a lower low. Could this recent action just be the lead to a lower low as well? Yes, Mike, very possible. Okay, but that is going to rest on, in my opinion, that's going to rest on your inflation data for June and July. I think it's very simple. Okay, I think this is very simple. If June CPI is under expectations, this market goes significantly higher than where it is right now. If June's CPI is above expectations and comes in equal or higher than May's inflation numbers, then you're going to make another new low. Okay, what you're seeing right now in the market is the exact same thing you saw in May. In May, we had a inflation has peaked rally. For one full week, we rallied at the end of May. In the Qs, also the SPY, in the Dow, everything. The whole market rallied at the end of May because everyone thought inflation peaked. Then we realized once we got in the beginning of June, we got May's CPI numbers. May's CPI number came in at 8.6. April's was 8.5. Obviously, that means inflation did not peak. So the markets crashed then in June and we made another new low. Now, with commodity prices getting crushed, everyone is starting to think again that, well, maybe now inflation has peaked. If inflation does prove that it's peaked, this market goes significantly higher. We will go higher. Versus if you get your inflation number and it comes out again, let's say the inflation number comes out at 8.7, then I would expect very similar price action to what you saw there in the middle of June when those numbers came out. And I think that that price action is going to just literally repeat itself until inflation actually has peaked, because we're going to keep doing this. Now, I, for one, believe that with the commodity sell-off that you saw in June, I believe inflation peaked in May. That doesn't mean inflation is going to come down. It just means that it's going to stop going up at a faster pace. Inflation is not a price. Inflation is a rate of change. So if inflation goes up 8.6% in May and goes up 8.2% in June, prices are still higher by 8.2%. They didn't go down, okay, by 0.4%. You understand that. Everybody welcome Walter. Walter is the newest member of the group. There's now just 18 spots left, guys, for that $1,000 price point. Remember, after these 20 spots fill up or midnight tonight, whatever happens first, the price is going to jump to $10.50 for tomorrow. Then we're doing it again, 20 spots or midnight, and then it's 1,100. So literally, the sooner that you guys join the platform before July 4th, the more you save. It's a 54% discount here right now this evening. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. If you are already a current trial member of True Trading Group, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Instead, log in to your trial member dashboard first, then click the big green Join Now button, then enter TTG121 coupon code, and that's how trial members, you can get that $1,000 price point as well. Happy July 4th. All right, so it's all going to come down to that inflation number. And I'm sitting here telling you guys, and I made a bold prediction last week, and I said this to you, I believe it was Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Wednesday, where I told you that this market gave me a signal. If you caught my live streams last week, I told you Wednesday, this market gave me a signal. Then on Thursday, the market gave me another signal. I'm telling you, this bottoming process has begun. And you know me, if you've been watching my live streams for the entire last 6.5 months of this year, you'll know I've been extremely bearish all year. All year, I told you this market was going lower. All year, we've been waiting to add to our long-term portfolio. But we've started now. We have started adding in our long-term portfolio. I bought a ton of stocks last Friday, not this previous Friday, June 17th. I bought a ton, okay? I bought a whole laundry list of stocks, but I'm not fully invested yet. I still have a lot of cash on the sidelines waiting to be deployed. But I'm going to see if this inflation number comes in for June under the expectation. Guys, I'm telling you, I believe this market goes higher. Mahmoud, welcome. Mahmoud, welcome to the THD family. We're now just down to 17 spots, guys. These spots are filling up fast. You only have till midnight tonight. You can go to ttgoffer.com, coupon code TTG121. It's $1,000, folks. That's it. Don't forget, you've got a double your money back guarantee. That's how we hold ourselves accountable. That's how we protect you. But chances are you're not going to need it, since we only have had to refund 2.41% of our user base since 2016. Everybody welcome Geck, short for Gordon Gecko. Welcome. Anacott Steel. Welcome. There's 16 spots left. There are 16 spots left. That's it. 16 left, guys. Guys, it's literally less than $3 a day when you do the math. It's less than you pay for a cup of coffee. Think of it that way. How do past trial members sign up? Okay, Keandra Parker. I'm talking to you, Keandra. I saw your message. I'm talking directly to you. Anyone else that is also a previous trial member or a previous member, send a text message right now to 786-505-4221. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Because if you used to be a member, we've got to white label your email address. Because you already signed up and had an account with us, we got to white label it. So send a text message to that number right now with your name and email, and we will white label that for you, and we will help you. We'll walk you through the process on how to join the TTG family. All right. So Geck, welcome. 16 spots left. All right, guys. So I'm telling you, this is all going to come down to this inflation number. And I'm telling you now, I told you this last week. I believe inflation's peaked. I believe the window of opportunity that this market has presented to you so far this year, I believe that window of opportunity is beginning to close. The bottoming process, in my opinion, has begun. That's why I started adding money in my long-term portfolio. I had a bunch of cash on the sideline from when we sold last year. I started buying stuff. We started. I believe if you are still sitting on the sidelines after everything that's taken place, if you're still on the sidelines, in my opinion, you're wrong. Plain and simple, you're making a big mistake and you're missing out on an amazing opportunity to get prices in fantastic companies that have been beaten down to death, stocks that are down 70, 80, 60%, that in my opinion, 3, 5, 7 years from now are going to be absolute juggernauts in their industries. A lot of the stocks that I already bought, the solid stocks I bought on Friday, not this past June 17th, some of them are up 24% already. What? It's been 1 week. It's been one measly week. Now, I'm not trying to pound my chest. I don't care that they're up 24% in 1 week because I'm literally holding these for years, right? I'm not buying them for 24%. I'm buying them for 240%. That's what I'm buying them for. That's the opportunity that I believe is in front of you right here, right now. And I've been telling you all year, stay away, stay away, stay away. We're going lower. And now I'm telling you, if that inflation number comes in under expectations, this market goes significantly higher. Is it too late to buy? No. No, it's not. You'll get more red days. I mean, we're red right now on futures. I'm telling you, the bottoming process is going to be choppy. Okay, everybody got used to the V bottom that happened in COVID, right? I'll show you. Let's go back to COVID. The COVID low, right? This is the COVID low. So see, this is a V bottom, straight down, and then straight up, right? That's a V bottom, okay? That's a V bottom. Now, that's not what is going to happen this year, in my opinion. You're not going to get a V bottom like that. You're going to get a rounded bottom. Okay, a rounded bottom would be like an example of a rounded bottom. I think actually a good example of a rounded bottom was like 2015, 2016, when the markets had their pullback in 2015, 2016. So like this is a weekly chart now, but you see how like it was like down, up, down, up, down, and then the markets really recovered and then moved higher. That's kind of that's the price action I think you're going to get. Like down, up, down, up, down, up, right? Like I think but I think that bottoming process has begun. Let me refresh my screen. All right, so let me just go back just so you guys can see it. I'll just show it to you again. So like this is like a rounded bottom. right? Like down, up, down, and then you got your move higher. That's the type of action that I think that you're going to see, not necessarily a V bottom like you saw in 2020. Yeah, 2018 we did test those bottoms. I can tell you about round bottoms. Oh, the wealth of knowledge from Saturday was insane. Yes, Memphis Street Talk. The wealth of knowledge on Saturday was insane. You're going to realize you get 12 hours on Trader Palooza, 12 hours from 9 different professional traders giving you guys just nonstop interactive education. It was nuts. Oh, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. It was awesome. Yeah, TP7. That's what it is. Trader Palooza 7. TP7. Sounds like a golf ball. I use TP5s. I understand you get a lot, but do members actually make money here? Oh, Jerry Finster, man. No, all the members are here because they're all losing money, but they just come here for fun. No, I'm only kidding, man. I'm messing with you. No, of course, the majority of our members do make money, and I'll actually prove it to you, Jerry. Instead of me answering the question for you, it doesn't mean anything when I answer questions like that, and I get that. You can say, "Hey, do members make money?" And I can say, "Yeah." What am I going to say? No, they all lose. Of course not, right? So whenever you have questions like that, I always prefer to ask members themselves. Let them answer you. So guys, Jerry's got a question. I'll ask it to you. Very simple. Are you making money? Are you guys becoming better traders because of True Trading Group? If the answer is yes, type the $ in chat right now. Again, type the $ in chat if you are a member and you're making money and you're becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group. Just type the $ in chat right now. So Jerry and anybody else that has that same question about, hey, do people actually make money? Don't take my word for it, man. Just try to count how many $ come through in chat right now, because these are your peers. These are members that found True Trading Group just like you did, one of these live streams. Okay. They had the same excuses: small account, full-time job, no experience, lost money before, but yet here they are telling you that they're making money. If they can do it, so can you. I assure you that. I love these people to death, but there's nothing special about them. They're not smarter than you. They're not faster than you. They don't have more money than you, more time than you. They exact same shoes that you're sitting in right now, Jerry. Everybody welcome Adrian. Adrian took the step. Welcome, Adrian. I'm looking forward to trading with you. 15 spots left at that $1,000 price point, and then the price jumps to $1,050. Save yourself the $50. Join it now, ttgoffer.com, TTG121, coupon code. Find out what stocks I just bought on June 17th. Find out that list. I'm telling you guys, I believe this window of opportunity is closing. I think you get a couple more weeks, and then that's it. I think you get a couple more weeks. I think that's it. A couple more weeks. What the? I'm in Miami, guys. I'm in Miami. I'm not at my house. I'm not at my house in Jersey. I'm in my apartment in Miami. Yes, what the F, white background. Yeah, usually you guys. I'm in my office at my home. My home is in New Jersey. My house is in New Jersey. And usually you guys, I'm in my office with all the wood and everything. But now I'm down in Miami at the apartment, and I don't have a wood office. So. Do you think we 375 on the SPY again? Yes, I think that's very, very possible, Brian. I think it's very, very possible you see 375 again. Yes, I actually think it's likely. I looked up course in stocks, 15K, 8 weeks in Miami, THD 1,000 for a year. Do the math. Exactly. Yeah, you have some of, yeah, I know what you're talking about, J.E. Blanco. spent $15,000 for 8 weeks of courses. So stupid. It doesn't cost that much. I'm literally telling you guys, it doesn't cost that much. Okay. Like we are proof. When you join True Trading, you have to understand the courses that you're getting are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I had to go through when I first got hired at the fund, my first job out of college. So that's the education that you're getting. We charge, you guys can join right now for $1,000 and get access to that. So like when you see these other programs out there that cost $15,000, it's total BS. It does not cost that much money. It doesn't have to. And I don't think that, let's be real, the average person can't spend $15,000 to learn something new. True Trading Group exists to empower and educate the retail trader and investor so that you guys can start making better decisions. For too long, retail just makes all the mistakes. They sell at the bottom. They wait for the market to get back to all-time highs. They add again at all-time highs. The markets pull back. They sell. For too long, retail's been making the mistakes. Hey, Mike, it's Jose. Yo, what up, Jose? I'm a new trader and started with $200. Is it beneficial for me to join or wait till I grow my capital? Thank you, sir. You have join literally right now. Literally right now. Okay. Do not make the mistake. Okay. So many people say, oh, well, let me just like double my account real quick and then I'll try to learn how to do this. What? How could you grow your account? How do you grow that account if you don't know what you're doing? Okay. How could you grow the account if you don't know what you're doing yet? That's how you blow up your account. I always tell people, I would much rather have $500 and an education, or I'd rather have $500 and an education, okay, than $50,000 and no education. Always. I tell people that all the time. Okay. Now listen to me. Jay Ferna, listen to me very carefully. Watch this. Okay. TTG members, I'm talking to you now. After you signed up for True Trading Group, if you started with under $1,000 in your trading account and are now making money, I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. Tell us what you started with and where you are today. So if you started True Trading Group with less than $1,000 in your account, what did you start with? Where are you today? Stunt Bike Journey says, I blew up a $15,000 account with another group. I joined True Trading Group with $250. I'm now at $1,700. Firefighter Greg started with TTG on May 10th with $800. He's now at $3,500. Josh Martin started with $300, is now over $10,000. Memphis Street Doc started with $1,000, is now at $7,000. Okay, read some of these comments, folks. Read some of these comments. Sherry says, I've been able to grow my account nicely. Making money is why Mike has a double your money back guarantee. Very true. Eric Harper started with $560, is now at $32,000. That's incredible. I blew up my $25,000 account before True Trading Group, says Elvira. I've tripled my account within a couple of weeks with True Trading Group. Thomas Barty from $500 to $21,000. I don't need to keep reading these comments, folks, but you can go ahead and continue to read. These are comments directly coming to you from TTG members. These are your peers. So yes, Jay Ferna, to answer your question, $200 and an education. You should join literally right now. Everybody welcome Ruben. Ruben's the newest member of the fam. There's now just 14 of those spots left at the $1,000. Guys, jump on the $1,000 price point. It's the cheapest price you'll ever have access to the TTG platform, literally ever. It's never been cheaper, okay? But that's only good until midnight tonight or 14 people join. Then it jumps to 1050. Then Tuesday, it's going to be 1100. Sandip, welcome. There's now 13 left. Guys, these spots are going fast. Sandip, welcome. Remember, as long as you see $1,000 price point, once you type in the coupon code, which is TTG121, then you actually have to click apply code, then the price will reflect 1,000. Okay? As long as it says 1,000, you're good. You're one of the 13 spots. Okay? If you type in the coupon code and it says 1050, then that means we've already had 13 people join, and now we're at the 1050 price point, and then you can jump on that before it turns into 1,100. All right. Remember, guys, if you're a current trial and you want to take advantage of the $1,000, go to don't go to ttgoffer.com. If you're a trial, you have to log into your trial member dashboard first, then click the green join now button, then enter TTG121 coupon code. If you are a previous trial member or a previous annual member, you need to send a text message to 786-505-4221 with your name and email. We have to whitelist your email address. And if anybody on this live has questions, send a text to that number as well. Don't call it. It's a text-only number. You're not going to talk to some random customer service rep on the other side of the world. You're going to talk to Adam, who's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. You're going to be talking directly to one of the owners of this company. Adam, show your face, brother. Say hello. Give us a wave. Give us a hello. There he is. What a sexy guy. Look at that guy. Look at him real quick. That's all he needs. Just see me, I'm gone. See me, I'm gone. I like it, Adam. I like it. The man of mystery behind the curtain that makes the gears that our True Trading Group work. So, guys, send a text message right now to that number if you guys have questions about this platform. For real, put that on your credit card and consider it a down payment on your future. Ooh, Will, I like that. Ooh, oh, that's good. Consider a down payment on your future. Man, that is good. Oh, I'm going to take that. Oh, Will, that was good, man. A down payment on your future. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Pac J says Mike and Adam are the greatest. No, Pac J, you're the greatest. What are your thoughts on Datadog? I only want to trade this ticker until I get better. Mostly optional trade. Lee Diddy Brown, I love Datadog. It's actually one of the stocks that I bought on June 17th. It's one of the stocks that's up like 25% since we bought it. Yeah, so I like Datadog. I'll show you Datadog real quick. All right, there it is. So June 17th is right there, and that's the day that we bought. That's a day that we bought Datadog right there. I'll just highlight it so everyone can see. Okay, that's a day we bought Datadog. All right, the stock is, you can see what the stock has done in a couple of days since we bought it. So let me refresh my screen. So yeah, guys, like I said, Datadog is one of the stocks that I did add in my long-term portfolio. This is the day that we bought it, and this was not a trade. This was I added Datadog to my long-term portfolio. Okay, I added it to my long-term portfolio, and the stock's already made a beautiful move. How do you plan on making money this week? Tell me, please tell me. Since you said please, I'm going to tell you. Okay? Since you said please, I'm going to tell you. Right now, the futures market is red. We're not red huge. We're red by about 0.4%. It's not crazy considering we were up 3% on Friday. So to have a little bit of a pullback, 0.4, not the end of the world. To give yourselves a 0.4 of a point or 40 basis points of a pullback. Now, I'm not surprised that we got that pullback because this is a level of resistance at 390, and that's going to be your gap fill, right? There's your gap fill from when you had the big gap down 2 weeks ago, right? You had a huge gap down. Okay. We got to that level on Friday, and then we paused right there. Okay. We paused right at that level. So to see this little bit of a gap down, in this pre-market, in this overnight future session, it's not that big of a deal. But I kind of think that with the sell-off that you've seen in commodities and the pullback that you've seen in treasuries, I think this bounce can go a little bit further. You know, you guys got to realize the sell-off that has happened in commodities the last 2 weeks has been very, very significant. And I think as long as the commodities continue to sell off like that, you're going to have a lot of people think that inflation has peaked. And a lot of people that are thinking just like I'm thinking, which is you're going to get a CPI number for June that's going to come in under expectation. And if your CPI number in June comes in under expectation, this market goes higher. The chance of a recession goes down. The chance of a soft landing goes up. Now, I'm not saying you don't get it. I'm just saying that the probabilities will change once inflation has peaked. So once inflation peaks, and if you get, let's say, an 8.2 CPI number in June, then everyone's going to say, well, that's it. Inflation's peaked. It stopped going higher. We were 8.5 in April, 8.6 in May, 8.2 in June. Maybe July comes in at 8.0. July 7.9. I mean, August 7.9, right? So like that's gonna help the markets move higher if inflation has in fact peaked. So I think that there's really nothing out there right now unless you come in tomorrow and all of your commodities are all ripping higher. Natural gas, energy, wheat, lumber, copper, everything is just ripping. Okay, if commodities rip on Monday, then maybe the markets pull back to 384 tomorrow. Okay, and I'm going to look very closely when I wake up tomorrow. I'm looking at commodities. Okay, because commodities are going to tell me what the markets are going to do, because commodities are going to tell me what investors' expectations of inflation are. As long as commodities continue to sell off, the thought and the thesis that inflation has peaked is going to continue to rise. It's going to continue to spread across Wall Street. And that's going to bring money into this market. But if commodities start rallying again and you see oil back to 110, 111, 112, then that's going to make people think that, oh, this was just a little bit of a bounce and inflation, it really hasn't peaked. And this is a pullback in commodity prices. And then the bull run in commodities is just going to continue. And that's going to keep inflation elevated. And then you'll see a little bit of a fade in the overall market. So that's where my eyes are this week. It's all about what are commodities doing. And as long as commodities stay weak, I think the market stays strong. If commodities get strong, I think the markets get weak. So pay attention to commodities. I'm going to be watching treasury yields. They've come down a lot as there's been a major flight to safety, okay, with the possibility of a recession. So people are flocking towards bonds, and that's driving the price. That's driving the price of the bonds higher, and which drives the yields that they pay. It drives them down. Okay, so I'm looking for tomorrow, okay, for us to actually get over 390. And then if you get over 390, next resistance 395, and then final target would be like 401, 402 on the SPY. So I'm actually thinking long this week if commodity prices stay weak. Okay, so if commodities stay weak, I'm looking for the SPY to move back to 395 minimum, and then possibly 401. Okay, so that's my game plan. But if commodities are strong, you look for the pullback. I think oil can bounce. So that's the problem with where we are right now. That's why I'm saying I'm waiting to see what commodities do, because oil has had a significant pullback. It's at a key support level. So I actually think oil can bounce from here. Does it happen tomorrow? I don't know. But within the next week, most likely. So that's what I'm saying. Like, before I come out and I say, hey guys, I'm buying call options tomorrow morning, I'm not saying that. I'm saying tomorrow when I wake up, I'm checking commodities. Where's oil? Where's natural gas? Where's copper? Where's wheat? Because that is going to tell me if I think the market's going to be strong or weak. So tomorrow morning, pre-market, I'll be in chat with all of my THD fam going over the game plan. I'll tell them, are commodities strong? Are they weak? And what I think that means then for the overall market and the big picture. And if this bounce gives you more room to the upside, or if it's time to fade it off the 390 level. But I'm going to make that decision tomorrow. No, you don't need DOS Pro. You don't need DOS Pro, Dan. We also have an we have ET&A's simulator. Okay. Okay. We also have a simulator for you guys. That's ETNA, that will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you're doing, what you're learning in the courses. So you guys can use that free with your membership, but you don't need to use DOS. You can use any brokerage platform that you guys want. All right. Okay, guys, stay tuned, because in just about 5 minutes, I'm actually going to show you guys how to find your own stock picks. Okay, so stay tuned. In about 5 minutes, we're going to go over how to find your own stock picks. But first, before we go any further, I want to know who is brand new. If you're on this live stream and you're not a member of True Trading Group, or maybe it's your first time on the live stream, whatever, type the letters TTG in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people that we have here that are not members of the TTG fam. We got Surafel, Alex Nader. Yep, you guys are welcome. Drew, Yaz, Keandra, Craig the Texan, Lubos, Michael, Tala. Great, guys. So good. I see a lot of TTG that are coming through here. So a lot of new faces, a lot of people that are not part of the TTG fam. Welcome, all of you. Guys, listen to me carefully. All of you that are new, in case you didn't know, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated online premium educational platform. That's right. I said platform for damn good reason, because unlike 99% of the other trading groups, we don't just offer you some BS alerts that you can't follow anyway with some subpar, crowded, or spam-filled Discord or WhatsApp group. TTG offers a real university level curriculum that's constantly growing and expanding. Okay, so whether you never traded a day in your life or you're a pro on Wall Street, this curriculum can help you guys, and this platform can help you guys reach your goals. Aside from just myself, there's 8 other professional traders that specialize in swing trading, day trading, scalping options, advanced option strategies, futures, crypto, also a full customer support staff that's inside our proprietary chat room and accessible to you all day. Oh, and did I mention also that myself and my team of pro trading mods alert all of our trades in real time while sharing our screen, and just so happens we got a cumulative win rate of about 80%. Now, all that aside, TTG is a platform, and we had a vision when we created True Trading Group. We wanted to empower the retail trader and investor, and the best way to do that is through education and tools. When you sign up to TTG's annual membership, you gain immediate access to some of the top financial trading tools that are available today, included free with your membership, like Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, ETNA simulator, okay, unusual options activity, dark pool data, a full trading journal, proprietary scanners with the same functionality as FinViz Elite, a social sentiment scanner, downloadable analyst ratings, 300 hours of workshops and webinars of different lessons that our mods have conducted. That's growing constantly. And we're always adding new tools to the platform on a monthly basis with zero charge to any TTG member. It is all included. Every course, every tool is included for the year. Now, it's important to understand that the membership at True Trading Group is normally $2,212, which is $6.06 a day. But today, right now, until midnight, you guys can take advantage of a 54% discount, which is our July 4th sale, which brings the price all the way down to just a flat $1,000. That's $2.74 a day. The average person spends $3.40 to $4.40 a day on coffee. But tell me how much that overpriced latte is helping you guys make and how much money that's putting back in your pocket. How's it helping you make better financial decisions? And guys, I'm sorry, no, there is not a monthly membership. You cannot pay monthly. 1 month is simply not enough time to get full benefit of what we have to offer. If you were going to go to college to become literally any other profession, would you go for 1 month? Would you go for 1 semester? Of course not. This is no different. So our July 4th sale has begun. This is how it works. We got 13 spots left. The next 13 people to go to ttgoffer.com and enter their coupon code TTG121. You will get a $1,000 price point. You will also get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders. In addition, a double your money back guarantee. If you do not make the $1,000 back at least once during your membership after completing our courses, quizzes, and a study group, At the end of your year membership, I will give you not just your $1,000 back. I will give you $2,000 for wasting your time. That's the double your money back guarantee that we offer at TTG. That's how we hold ourselves accountable, and that's how we protect you. Chances are you're not going to need it, considering 78% of our members choose to renew or upgrade their membership when their year is complete. So don't forget, folks, you got that bonus for tonight, those 2 private study groups and that double your money back guarantee. There's 13 spots left. So you've got until 13 people sign up or until midnight tonight. That price is going to go from $1,000 to $1,050. And then we're going to do this again tomorrow. 20 spots or midnight, then it goes to $1,100. So if you guys want that $1,000 price point, you go to ttgoffer.com right now and enter that coupon code. If you're currently a trial member, log into your member dashboard, click the green Join Now button, then enter TTG121 coupon code. If you used to be a trial or used to be a member, or if you have any questions about the membership, you send a text message to 786-505-4221. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. So that's how you guys can take advantage of that July 4th sale that just kicked off on Friday. Make sure you guys take advantage of that $1,000 price point, the cheapest price that we've ever offered a membership to True Trading Group. Will, you're the best. Will goes $1,000, bro. I've lost that on one trade before, one bad trade before I joined TTG. Exactly. So many people would lose $1,000 on a trade that someone on Twitter told them to buy, but they're hesitant to invest $1,000 into getting access to tools and education that professional traders use that help them make better decisions. All right. So, folks, let's move on, and I want to go over the main topic. Okay. I want to go over kind of the main topics here of the live stream. All right. And what I'm going to do now, all right, is I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit briefly on how to identify and execute your own trade ideas. Now, this is one of the topics that I actually went over during TP7, baby, Trader Palooza. That was literally just Saturday, okay, yesterday. So what I'm going to do here now, all right, I'm going to talk to you guys about this, and we're going to go over this, okay, briefly for a couple of minutes. There's a couple of key points that I want to hit on about how to identify and execute your own trade ideas. Okay, so follow with me here, folks. First thing that you guys really need to understand when you're looking to try to find and identify your own trade ideas is staying within your style. Okay, when you're trying to find your own trade ideas, it's important you understand what your style of trading is. Are you a scalper? Are you a traditional day trader? Are you a swing trader? Do you like low volatility? Do you like high volatility? Just because one of the moderators in True Trading Group, or just because someone on social media is focused on a trade, does not mean that you should be focused on a trade. You need to stay within your style. You need to stay within your strategy and find trades that work for you. Being a trader is not about catching every stock that moves. Being a trader is about identifying opportunities and setups where you could successfully implement your strategy. That is what being a trader is. Just because a stock goes from 10 to 30 does not mean that it was a stock or a setup that you could have implemented your strategy depending on how that stock traded. So it's important you identify what style you are and stay within that style when you're looking to identify your own trade ideas. Building a focused watch list. This is one of the questions I get asked most from traders. Let's break it down. I'll walk through step by step how I build my focused watch list. I'll tell you this. If you're a beginner trader, your focus list should be no more than 1 or 2 stocks. If you're a novice trader, no more than 2 to 3 stocks. If you're an experienced trader, 3 to 5. Okay? And then you have a secondary list that can be a little bit bigger. Okay? But your focus list, these are going to be the stocks that you're going to look at as soon as the market's open. And you're not going to pay attention to anything else. But how do we decide what are the best stocks? Now, let's go over small caps first. If you're a small cap trader and you're looking to build a watch list for small caps, here's the step-by-step process. First, what are the top gainers of the day? Check them. What stocks are gapping up the most? Don't forget about the stocks that were on your watch list for the last couple days. Sometimes your trade idea is not wrong. You're just early. So if you have a stock that's on your watch list because they came out with positive news about a phase 3 clinical trial, it gapped up 50%, but then traded sideways, don't forget about it. Keep it on your watch list the following day. So aside from those, what are the top gainers in the day? These are stocks that are up, I don't know, maybe more than 10%. That list is going to be very big. Okay, you might have 18 stocks on that list. That's too big. It's too big of a watch list. We've got to narrow that down. So how do we narrow it down? Of those 18 stocks that are gapping up more than 10%, which ones have unusually high volume? Stock normally trades 200,000 shares. Now it's trading 20 million. That's unusually high volume. Those stocks get moved to the top of the list. The ones that have really low volume, maybe the stock's up 25%, but it's traded 30,000 shares. And that stock normally trades 500,000 shares on a day, on any given day. That's its average volume. That stock gets moved to the bottom of the list. So now maybe our list of 18 stocks just went down to, let's say, I don't know, maybe 12. Still too many. How do we narrow it down further? Of those 12 stocks now that are gapping up the most, that have unusually high volume, which one of those have a fundamental catalyst that warrants the price action that you see? Which ones have a press release about the company itself or a piece of news on the sector that the company operates in that's giving a boost to the entire sector? Which ones have a catalyst? Now that's going to take your list of 12 stocks maybe down to 6. Okay, still too many. How do we narrow it down further? The last step to building your focus watch list is then, of those stocks that are left, that are top gainers, have unusually high volume, have a fundamental catalyst, then you go and look at the daily chart. Of all of those stocks, which ones are gapping above what used to be major levels of resistance? If you have a stock that for 3 years could not get over $8, tested it 5 times, every time it got to 8, it sold off. Now the company comes out, they got a $50 million contract with the U.S. Army. The stock's gapping up to $9.25. That is a stock that's going to be at the very top of your watch list, as opposed to a company that just, they met their endpoint on their phase 1 clinical trial for their Alzheimer treatment. There's major resistance at $15. The stock's gapping up to $13.50. We're still well beneath, or you still have the $15 resistance above you. That stock is going to be further down the watch list than the one that's gapping above the resistance level. And that is how you narrow your watch list from 18 stocks all the way down to 3. And when the market's open, you look at those 3 stocks and you put the blinders on and you stay focused on them for at least the first 15 minutes of the day. Then let's move on to mid or large caps. Mid or large caps, what do we focus on? First thing we do if you're a mid and large cap trader. First thing, what's the overall market sentiment? Are the markets green or the markets red? If the Dow's down 500 points, you don't want to go and look to try to go long stuff. Okay? Pay attention to relative strength and relative weakness. If the markets if the Dow's up 400 and Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, and Citigroup and Wells Fargo are red, that's relative weakness. Pay attention to relative strength and relative weakness. It's always good to pay attention to both, because even if the markets are up 500 points and you're focused on stocks that you're going to go long on, it's always good to recognize what's relatively weak just in case the markets reverse. And let's say you go from up 500 points, all of a sudden the Dow's down 200. The stocks that are weakest when we were up 500, the stocks that were weak then should be even more weak when we're down 200. All right. Fundamental catalysts, just like the others, right? Fundamental catalysts, just like small caps. Okay. Once you figure out market sentiment, relative strength, weakness, fundamental catalysts, which companies, which stocks warrant this type of strength? Okay. If you're relatively strong on the day, why is it? Is there a press release on that company? Is there news about the sector? Maybe oil is, maybe the price of oil is up 6%. And okay, well, that's why Chevron, Occidental, Exxon, ConocoPhillips, Devon, maybe that's why they're all green. What's the reason? What's a fundamental catalyst? And then daily chart setup, right? After you go through all those steps, final step, daily chart setup, and you guys will then see, remember this, I'll tell you guys this, you get your trade idea from the daily chart. Then you look at the intraday chart and the shorter time frame charts to find your entry. Don't make the mistake of being too far under a microscope and you only look at today. If you only look at today, you're going to see like a bull flag and like, oh, this is a good long, I'm going to buy it. but on the daily chart, the stock is in a clear downtrend. There's major resistance above us, and then you buy the bull flag, and then it fails, and you're like, oh, trading sucks. Well, it's because you're too narrow. You're trying to go long a stock that's weak. Pay attention to the bigger picture. Your trade idea comes from the daily chart. Your trade execution comes from the intraday chart. Forming a game plan, okay? And this is where I'll leave you guys. Forming a game plan, okay? Very, very important to formulate a game plan. This is important when it comes to executing and identifying your own trade ideas. In order to execute your own trade ideas, you must be confident in your analysis. So what's a couple of ways that we can increase your confidence in your analysis? One way, having a game plan. What is a game plan? Where are you buying the stock? Where are you selling it if you're right? Where are you selling it if you're wrong? Okay, meaning where's your profit targets? Where is your stop loss? What do you think the stock's going to do? For example, let's use that example from before about the $8 resistance. Stock got a $50 million, company got a $50 million contract from the US Army, gaps up to 925. What's the game plan? The game plan is, let's see if we pull back off the open, test 8. If 8 holds as support, we're going to get long. It looks like the stock has room to 10. Then there's more resistance at 1075. And then there's resistance at 12. So if that was the case when I'm looking at a daily chart, my game plan would be watch for a pullback off the open. If 8 holds, buy 8 in front of 8, stop loss underneath 8, maybe 780, 785. Look to take profits off at 10, 1075, and 12. That's the game plan. It's very important you formulate that game plan before you enter a trade. If you cannot answer those questions, you cannot enter the trade. If you don't know where you're getting out when you're right, if you don't know where you're getting out when you're wrong, you cannot get into the trade, period. I don't want to hear it. You can't get into the trade. Okay? Forming that game plan is important to help you have confidence to pull the trigger. A lot of traders struggle with pulling the trigger. They hesitate. You hesitate because you don't trust your analysis. You don't think that you're right. When you have a game plan, it makes it easier to trust the analysis because what you thought was going to happen actually does. So let's say that's our game plan. The bell rings, market's open, stock's at 925, goes to 940, pulls back to 9, 875, 860, 850, 840, 820, 810, gets down to $8.09, and then bang, rips right back up to 850. Now it gets back above VWAP. VWAP was 860. Now we're 865. Now we're consolidating above VWAP. Volume starting to pick up. That tells me, whoop, there it is. There's the $8 support. My game plan was pull back, test 8, 8 holds. Well, the stock just did exactly what I thought it was going to do. If that's the case, it gives you confidence that your analysis is correct, which should help you pull the trigger. You get long at $8.71. Your stop loss is $7.85. It rips to $10. You take profit at $9.88. It then rips to $10.75. You take profits at $10.68. And then it rips to $12. You take profits at $11.91. And that, my friends, is a home run trade executed by yourself on your own. Everybody welcome Ben. Ben's going to be executing trades on his own pretty soon. 12 spots left for the $1,000 price point. Everybody welcome Ben. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Remember, guys, if you have any questions about the membership, you can send a text message to 786-505-4221. Let me say it again, 786-505-4221. All right, folks. So there you have it, guys. That wraps things up there for my presentation on how it's just a couple of quick little bullet points there. This is just a fraction of the presentation I gave during Trader Palooza. Okay, this is just a fraction of the presentation I gave during Trader Palooza. But I felt that it was a very important topic. My members really loved this session. So there's a lot more to this session. And when you guys join True Trading Group, we can go over a lot more of this. Okay, but I wanted to touch upon a couple of these key points that I think were very helpful for members And I feel like it would be very helpful for all of our viewers that are here with us on this live stream. So I hope you guys got some benefit from this. I hope you feel a little bit more confident on how to go about executing your own trade ideas. And now you guys have a much thorough understanding of what my analysis is on the overall markets. Okay, so there you have it, folks. All right. So guys, what I want to do here now, that wraps up, that kind of concludes the educational aspect and part of this live stream. Oh, we got a comment. Let me read this real quick. I've been part of another group and they were good, actually. The difference with TTG is the abundance of tools and active throughout the day. The education is tremendous. Thank you, Running Stops. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the mods, you guys understand that myself and the mods, we're with you from pre-market until after hours. We're there the whole day. We're not just gone after an hour or two and you're left to fend for yourself. We're with you the whole day. All of the mods, not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that are in chat with you guys during the day. All right. Okay, folks. So like I said, that wraps up the education part of this live stream. For everyone that's still on the live, what I'm going to do here now, if you're not a member, I'm going to actually show you the platform that is TTG. All the tools I talked about, I'm going to show you what they look like. Because when you join True Trading Group, you're going to be getting access to, obviously, our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. You can use our mobile app. Our mobile app lets you listen to the audio analysis, get real-time push notifications, see the screen share. That's how so many of our members are able to work full-time jobs while still making money with True Trading Group. Guys, the code word for tonight is sign up. This is code word number 15 of 18. If you're not a member, don't worry about this. This is for members only. We do a lot of fun giveaways. We give away cash. We give away electronics. This is part of a $5,000 giveaway. The code word for tonight is sign up. Sign up is the code word for tonight. Remember, guys, that's for members only. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. Okay, sign up. That's the code word for tonight. Okay. So aside from the chat room, you got the 2 small private study group sessions, right? That's when you guys join here tonight. That's a bonus when you guys join the fam, where you can speed up your learning curve and talk to one of the mods. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room. If you went to Benzinga directly, you're going to spend $1,400 a year to have access to this. Don't do that. It's included when you pay $1,000 for True Trading Group right now. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. This will cost you a few $100s a year. Don't do that. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group for just $1,000. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. That'll cost you a few $100 a year. Make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Don't do that. It streams live on our platform every single day, included with your $1,000 price point. We have a simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Please use the simulator first to make sure you can make money on the simulator before you risk your hard-earned cash. This simulator will cost you just under $1,000. Don't do that. It's free when you join True Trading Group and pay $1,000 to join the annual membership. You also get our own proprietary scanner that has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, a full trading performance journal that tracks all of your trading, gives you statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment screener that scours through Reddit, stock twits, and Twitter and tells you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Every day, the mods publish a watch list of the stocks they are watching and a game plan on how they plan on trading them. All of this you get for an entire year for $1,000. That's $2.74 a day. That's insane. Take advantage of it. There's just a few spots left before the price jumps to $10.50. You also get the courses. Now, listen carefully. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned that I worked at a fund in New York. There are no upsells for courses. Every course we have is included when you pay your $1,000. Beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures are coming. Guys, everything, you name it, we've got it in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. Then in addition, we've got a video library that has nearly 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars covering topics like how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then you guys can actually attend these workshops live when you become a full-time member. Guys, it's time you invested in something real, something that can actually help you reach your goals. Now, I can't promise you success. I can't guarantee just because you join TTG, you're going to be successful. But what I can promise you is a chance to build and develop the skills that are needed to become profitable traders as long as you're willing to put in a little bit of effort. And I can guarantee you that if you do not make the $1,000 back at least once after going through our courses, quizzes, and a study group, at the end of your membership, I will give you back $2,000. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. That's how we hold ourselves accountable, and that's how we protect you. But the ball's in your court. The choice is yours. The markets have provided us with an amazing opportunity this year. Are you going to seize it, or is it going to pass you by like 2020 did? That is going to be up to you. I told you what I'm doing. It's time for you to decide what you're doing. You guys want to join the family right now for $1,000? You go to ttgoffer.com right now. Enter the coupon code TTG121. If you're already a trial member, log into your trial dashboard, click the Join Now, green Join Now button, then enter TTG121. And if anybody's got questions or you used to be a member, you send a text message to 786-505-4221. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you guys got value from this live stream. We talked about a lot of different things. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss these lives. I will see you all in chat tomorrow, my TTG fam. Let's start the week off on the right foot. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.